Good afternoon. How are you? I hope you're well. I'm over here in Colorado Springs this afternoon, and I thought I would show you a little bit of it. It's starting to be a big storm come off the mountains now, snow squall, and I'll try to turn the camera kind of towards the mountains and shoot the camera that way a little bit, and maybe I can show you some of it. But the storm's been coming over the mountains as I was unloading, so I'll give you a show of it and kind of see how that can go. Let me get the camera mounted in good. And I tried to clean the windshield up, and I'll shoot the camera over that way to the west. The mountains will be west of me. I don't know how many of you have been to Colorado Springs, so I'll show it to you, some of you. And here we go. Come on along, I'll show it to you a little bit. Alright, we got to get out and get in the traffic. The CB mic is in the way. I got to get it out of the camera. There we go. And then we got to turn wide here, and it's a clumsy intersection. Let's see how this goes. Okay, go little truck. Come on, come on, come on. All right. Yeah, Pikes Peak is right beside us. And I can't think of that name of them. There's a mountain right here that's got antennas sticking out all over it. Some kind of a military secret, I don't know what. Supposed to have all kind of tunnels, and there's a lot of different people have said all kinds of things about it. And it's above Colorado Springs here. We're driving right beside I-25 over there on a side frontage road here, but we're going to swerve around and get over here and get on I-25 here in a minute and see how that can work good. And to take it easy here, keep the trailer out of the curb, and do good. And get that to work out a little bit. Got the roundabout here. That's handy. Goodness knows. Oh, I don't like roundabouts very good in my big truck. They build them like crazy in Colorado down here, all over the place. So I have to navigate them, so I do. Now we're coming up to the light here, and that is Garden of the Gods Road. And Garden of the Gods is a lot of nature area over here with some rocks and trails and hiking areas, and it's very interesting and quite a place. Quite a place. If you're not familiar with Colorado Springs, you need to put that on your bucket list when you get here, if you're coming. But we're on the east side of I-25, and Colorado Springs is on the west side across the interstate over there ways, and we're not going anywhere near that. This is kind of a ragged looking intersection to me. I'm trying to turn left, and there's construction up here, and they crammed all of the traffic into one lane, and looks like quite a procession over there. I'm not sure who's turning left, who's turning right. I'm going to have to wallow through that and get across as far as I can to the right as soon as I get over there, so that I can turn right onto the on-ramp and get on I-25. So we're going to have to wallow through that, but we'll do it. We've seen these things before. We'll do it. You just have to take it in and assess what needs to happen, what's about to happen here, and do good. I got to get out of here. I never check the weather, see what happens here. Big snow squall. He's turning left. I'm gonna go for it. There's a guy, a pedestrian over here, and I don't know what's next, but I'm going next. All right, we're going. We're doing it. The black pickup's coming from behind. Let's see how this light treats me, because this is a hard, nasty little uphill deal with a lot of traffic that I gotta wait for, but we'll work it through. Be quiet now. I'll give you a good ride up through here, and we'll get it worked out. Yeah, it'll be all right. I'm gonna let a little air in here and turn the heater down a notch. What I'm gonna do. All right. We're gonna go a little bit here. We got one of them stop and go little green lights at the top of the hill to get on the interstate, so that they kind of feather out the traffic a little. But I can see the mountains pretty good over there. Pikes Peak's right beside me, and quite often we go over there to that Pikes Peak International Hill Climb, PPIHC, and maybe you've never even heard of it. They race cars up the mountain on the highway. He shut the highway down, and whoa, there he goes. He's burning out. There he goes. The guy in the Ford, he's spoiling his tires. There we go. Look at him go. Okay. He's got to go. So, they have the hill climb though, and there's no guardrails on a lot of it, and they just, you know, they run over 100 miles an hour, 140 on up the hill. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. You got to go up there the night before and sleep in your car and wait in line at the bottom of the mountain, and then they let you go and you get up on the mountain. You need to put it on your bucket list. It's you want to get something to eat and take something with you, and it's just a very different kind of an event. My kids have said that they enjoyed it as much as the Indianapolis 500. So taking some pictures up there that show that, they're pretty incredible. The Pro Rodeo Hall of Fame is right beside us over here on the left. That's the PRCA, and all of their offices are there for the Pro Rodeo Cowboys Association, and the WPRA, the Women's Professional Rodeo Association offices are all there, and I've had occasion to be over there in those offices a couple of times, and been in the museum. That's kind of a neat deal to put on your bucket list in Colorado Springs. The Air Force Academy is right over here on the left, and the University of Wyoming comes down here and plays football, and they come up to Wyoming and play football every other year, and those are some neat deals. And on the other side of the highway is the Focus on the Family ministry offices is over there, and they've got some neat things to go see. And the traffic's flowing pretty good this afternoon. Getting out of town in good shape here. Mountains, the snow squalls coming down off those mountains over there and covered it up pretty good. I had to go truck driving up in there to the west out of Colorado Springs over to Fairplay, or over to cut across different times, different reasons, and driven those. I think it's Highway 24, and that's fun. That's pretty neat. Wow, I'm really cruising good in the traffic here. Sometimes traffic in Colorado Springs I-25 can tighten up and get ugly, and we're doing pretty good today, and that's a good deal. Whoa. There we go. Kind of roll easy and good and quiet. Stay back a little bit. Scale house is right on up here at Monument Hill. There at the bottom of the hill is Scale House, just north of Colorado Springs. I usually get along real well there. I have a free pass in this truck, and I usually get the green light, and just fuel it up and climb the hill. They've built some chain up areas over here, along between here and Denver. They're going to make people chain more often, and boy, that's those squalls coming down across there over the Air Force Academy. Pretty good now, but I need to get up over Monument Hill, and it can storm on Monument Hill a little bit. This kind of feels more like a snow squall to me than a snowstorm or a blizzard. Snow squall just moves through, dumps some snow, and then blows on through real quick, and makes everything fresh and nice. I don't know, I always enjoyed a good snow squall. I don't know what we can see of it, but they've built some new truck stops along here in the last couple of years. If you haven't been through here, I think it's Baptist Road, and they built a new truck stop there. Just as soon as if you're coming south, just as soon as you cross the Scale House, then not the next exit, but the next one after that, 2 exits. There's a new truck stop there. I'm trying to remember if it's a Pilot or Love's. I can't. I'm coming up short. Come on, Mr. Dodge, pick up. There he goes. Those are good. Some good parking and some good services. I bought diesel fuel there, and I don't know, those northern truck stops at like Longmont there, those littler ones, I was buying some fuel there, but they now require you to walk in and give them your driver's license, and then you can go back out and fuel your truck, and they keep your driver's license. And some of those people just look a little sketchy to me, and I'm not very comfortable with that. Hand over your CDL to, what are them people doing with it while I'm gone? You know, I don't like that, so I don't fuel at them little, where I got to give them my driver's license to buy fuel arrangements. That didn't set right. You're you're likely to have somebody use your driver's license to steal your identity or do something trashy with you, hand it to the police when they've been out driving stupid or something. I don't know what. But I don't need that. I'm not doing that. And these bigger truck stops are all card at the pump and go with your fuel card. So I've been doing that. I carded up there in Cheyenne on Friday. My card wouldn't work, and I called in. I said, "What's wrong?" And they said, "Your card has been locked out because of a fraud attempt on your fuel card, and you have to get a new one." So I went back to the office, and they rigged up a new card for me, and I went back out and bought fuel and went on again. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what all went on there. I probably never will know, but there's plenty of people out here trying to steal a living instead of work for a living. If they worked as hard at working for a living as they do at stealing a living, they'd probably make a living, and it would be honest. And so, I don't know. We're getting out of town pretty good now. I like to see that little truck stop along there. I don't need any fuel today. I fueled before I left out of Wyoming, so we're doing good today. And then all I need up here is my pre-pass to go green, and we'll fuel it up for northbound. We got to get through Denver. Kind of hitting this at an ugly time, but that's how it comes together for me. We'll just see it through. Baptist Road right there. And just truck stops aren't places that they used to be. Some of them, the restaurants have all gone away, and a lot of them just have a deli or maybe a fast food restaurant in them now. Roller hot dogs or heat lamp pizza. There you go. Cholesterol on a piece of cardboard. I don't like any of that. It looks like it's a Pilot. It's a new Pilot over there. I guess they just can't hire people. I think some of the truck drivers didn't treat them very good, didn't leave tips, and the restaurant, the truck stop doesn't fly very good like it used to. Alright, and then the next thing we come to here, hopefully, is a green light at the pre-pass. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the pre-pass or not, but it's got a little red flashing green light, but it's also an audible sound. And if it's kind of a negative sound, then you have to go in, and if it's a positive sound, you can just sail right on by. The chain up area is not, they don't have anything about chain laws. It's awfully white up ahead, so I'd say it must be a snow squall blowing through there, but good. Up on Monument. Alright, all trucks, commercial, and towed vehicles must exit second right. We're going to drive right up here into the snow. pre-pass pad. This one weighs your truck and it reads who you are. And then you come down here to the second pre-pass, and it'll give you a either a green light or a red light. Let's see how it treats us. Green light. Hear it? Yes, sir. So we get to drive right on by without stopping. I really didn't want to stop, so that kind of works out for me. It's closed. Not only did I get a green light, the scale house is closed up here. We had an accident up there in Wyoming that was I thought very unusual, and it was well, we had several of them, but the one it was over west by Lyman, Colorado, and the truck driver was a team driving in the truck, and one guy was sleeping, the other guy was driving, and the driver fell asleep and run off the road over there at the west, kind of the west end of Wyoming on Interstate 80, and the truck went in the ditch and laid over, and it blowed the windshield out, and it said there was like 2 feet of snow on the ground, and so as the truck slid along on its side, it scooped the cab clear full of snow, and it packed the whole inside of that cab of that truck with snow, and it encased the driver and the guy in the sleeper in snow, and they couldn't get out of the truck, and they suffocated and died from exposure to the cold, and they died, and the 2 of them died in that truck. They laid in there for 3 hours and nobody noticed the truck in the dark, I guess, and a snowplow driver came by like 3 hours later and saw that truck down in there, and that's when they started the ball rolling to find out what was going on with that. So boy, that's just an incredible. It's on the Wyoming Highway Patrol website, on their Facebook page. They posted about that accident, and just a wild chain of events how they got killed doing that. So looks like we got over Monument Hill and the Squalls on the other side behind us. Everything cleaned up, and the next thing we're headed north here. The next thing we're going to come to was the Castle Rocks up here, and we got another little hill to go over. We'll come into Denver over there by the tech center, and we'll work our way through Denver, northbound and down, get this thing home, and go eat some of my wife's good cooking. She's a good lady. Work it on through. Well, I'm probably gonna cut this video off here and see it through. I hope you're getting on through the winter. It's getting late January now, and I'm headed for spring as fast as I can go, but we got some more snow to drive through between here and spring. So, well, I hope you get on through in good shape. You have a good evening. Bye now.